Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly pumped you're here today because we're tackling what is, without a doubt, the most confusing, highly debated, and honestly misunderstood rule in modern basketball. I'm talking about the gather step. If you've ever watched a game and felt completely, totally lost by the footwork of today's stars, well, you are in exactly the right place. We've all been there, right? You're watching a super tense game, a star player slithers their way to the rim, and you literally jump off your couch yelling, "Travel!" Fans are furious, defenders are throwing their hands up in total disbelief, and yet the offensive player is just standing there, insisting their footwork was perfectly legal. It begs the ultimate question: why on earth do modern basketball's greatest moves look exactly like traveling?
Section 1, the Great Traveling Debate, Decoding the Dribble. Okay, let's dive right into this, because resolving this massive traveling debate really all comes down to decoding the dribble itself. To figure this whole puzzle out, we have to ask the ultimate question, the one that really unlocks the mystery of modern basketball footwork, and that is, when does a dribble officially end? You see, the rulebook makes this huge distinction that most casual viewers totally miss. It completely separates the physical act of controlling the basketball from the act of taking steps after the dribble ends.
And that brings us to our core definition, the gather. A gather occurs when a player gains enough control of the ball to hold it, carry it, pass it, shoot it, or bring it to rest. This right here is the magic moment. Until this exact thing happens, the dribble is technically still active. That means the player can still move their feet entirely legally while they're in the process of securing the ball.
Section 2, Anatomy of the Gather, Slowing Down Time. So, we're going to slow down time for a second to look at the exact physical mechanics of a drive to the basket. Imagine a player driving hard to the rim. They're dribbling the ball. Now watch their feet really carefully. Their left foot touches the floor while they're still in the gather phase. They're still actually trying to grab the ball. Finally, the ball comes fully under control. Now, and only now, do the official 2 steps begin. Right foot touches down, that is legal step 1. Left foot touches down, that is legal step 2, and they go up for the layup. This perfectly legal sequence creates the total illusion of a 3-step travel to the naked eye.
So, the crucial point is this. The step occurring during the gather simply does not count. Under NBA rules, because that very first foot touched the floor before full control actually existed, it's completely ignored in the official step count. It's basically a free step.
Section 3, Evolution of Offensive Footwork, a New Era of Scoring. The NBA actually formally clarified this interpretation back in the 2010s to adapt to rapidly evolving skill sets. Players were just getting so incredibly good, and this specific rule interpretation birthed nearly unstoppable moves that absolutely revolutionized scoring for the game's biggest stars. I mean, it legitimized Manu Ginobili's globally famous eurostep, allowing him to gain this enormous lateral movement right across the paint. It unlocked James Harden's lethal hesitations, Giannis Antetokounmpo's massive stride extensions where he seemingly crosses half the entire court in just 2 steps, and Luka Doncic's brilliant manipulation of timing. Moves that used to look super illegal suddenly became recognized as highly potent, technically legal weapons under the rulebook.
And honestly, this rule has completely changed how modern guards train. Trainers now explicitly teach players to do exactly this: delay control to maximize movement. Scorers practice footwork sequences specifically designed to hold off on fully gripping that basketball for as long as humanly possible. By delaying that moment of control, they gain an absolutely enormous downhill advantage against the defense, long before that official step count even begins.
Section 4, the Officiating Dilemma, Roughing at Full Speed.
Now, of course, this introduces a massive challenge, trying to referee this whole thing at full game speed. Officials are tasked with pinpointing the exact fraction of a second a player establishes control, all while these towering, incredibly fast athletes are sprinting right at them. It's a nearly impossible, incredibly demanding task. And the application of this rule, well, it's not universal across the globe. On one hand, you have NBA rules, which generally allow way more offensive freedom and flexible gather timing. But on the other hand, you have FIBA and college rules, which feature much stricter interpretations. In international or college play, referees often determine the gather occurred earlier, turning what would absolutely be an NBA highlight reel into an immediate traveling violation. This constant back and forth creates significant adjustment periods for players who are changing leagues. And this really captures the ongoing, likely endless debate. Supporters argue that this interpretation simply reflects the evolution of basketball athleticism and modern skill.
Players just move faster and are more coordinated than ever before. Critics, however, believe that this increasingly blurs the line between legal footwork and traveling, making it way too difficult to play defense. Now, we aren't here to pick a side, but rather to show you exactly why this specific rule divides the basketball world so sharply.
And this brilliantly illustrates our ultimate takeaway today. This quote perfectly summarizes the entire fundamental concept of our explainer. The two legal steps do not begin when the player picks up the dribble visually. They begin when the player fully gathers and controls the ball. Everything, and I mean absolutely everything, depends on that single, specific moment of physical control.
Which leaves us with this final, truly provocative thought to ponder. Have modern basketball rules outpaced human eyesight? As players continue to push the absolute boundaries of physics, timing, and athleticism, at what point does it become physically impossible for the human eye to accurately referee them in real time? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Take this knowledge with you, and definitely keep a closer eye on that footwork next time you watch a game.